If you like the thrill of competition and outlandish stunts, not to mention high-speed car chases, then pop a cold one, because tonight's show is for you. We'll jump through hoops and make sure you can't say no to some of life's funniest moments. We've got a bouncing baby on bass, a kid who literally is all over the place, a guy who takes one in the face. So slide up to the TV. The opening act is finally finished, and we're cleaning up with some of life's funniest moments. Caution, children at play. Caution, funny ahead. Fantine's new hat is covered in flowers, and flowers are a jealous lot. When the hat flowers saw that Fantine was paying attention to the other flowers, they did what any spurned suitor would do, and they pulled their petals over her eyes. Football is a man's sport, but dogs can play as well. In fact, when you really think about it, a dog is better equipped for football. No hands to foul with and 2 more legs to kick with. But, you know, in the end, it does look like Bruno here isn't interested in being the world pup. Glenn had been taking his preschool public speaking course for several months and now was ready to debut his technique. Let's see, step 1, open with a joke. Step 2, get right to the heart of the matter. And step 3, maintain good eye contact with the listeners. Step 4, always have a big finish. The second little Sawyer found the hatch in his backyard, he knew it would be his downfall. Ouch. Hopefully he doesn't have to visit Dr. Jack. Lunchtime was confusing for Tyler. He loved strained bananas, but he felt they were a breakfast food. So while his head told him no, 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 his mouth would say yes, yes, yes. It doesn't matter if you win, place, or show as long as you get to spend the day at the races. This Christmas, you'll want to buy the new India Cat Police 500, the new kids' toy cat exerciser from Rorco. Yes, setting this beauty up will keep the kids entertained and the cat involved for hours. Feel free to take a luxurious bath, head out to the workshop, or sneak off to the Bahamas. The India Cat Police 500 is just that riveting. You'll love it. The kids will be mesmerized by it, and the cat will be too tired to say anything. It's the India Cat Police 500 from Rorco. And keep your eye out for the Dog Toner 500 coming next year. You think that dogs chase cars by instinct? Well, think again. You've got to spend a lot of time training a dog if you want him to chase cars. Take a look at Bandit. He's a real quick learner. Just put in the time with your dog and imagine how proud you'll be when he comes home with a bumper in his mouth. They may not be able to drive, but that doesn't mean that guinea pigs don't have traffic problems. Just take a look at this jam up. I'll tell you what, it's all going smoothly now, but you do not want to be here when one of these suckers jackknives. Casey's dad let him take over the remote control on one condition: don't crash into the trees. He didn't say anything about not crashing into Casey. These clips are tough as a $2 steak that was cooked well done and left on the counter for 2 days. Where this tough guy grew up on the streets, when someone spits in your face, it's go time. But at the zoo, it's just Tuesday afternoon at the llama pit.
I knew he was gonna do it.
Before the baby, the only Binky in the house was a dog named Binky. But then came baby and baby's Binky. And it wasn't too long before baby's Binky became Binky's Binky. There's only room for one dog in this living room. So the prairie dog and the dog are gonna settle this paw-o-e-paw-o. I don't want to give away how this ends, but let's just say the dog wins. This dog is in desperate need of swimming lessons. He's got the front paws down perfectly, and once he gets the back paws going, he'll really be going places. These next clips feature some crazy walks, mainly of the four-legged variety. Some dogs really know how to make an entrance, but Bama is not like other dogs. He really knows how to make an exit. Wow bow, Bama, wow bow. Raj was practicing for the doggy relay race. His lap speed was encouraging. Now, if he could only remember where he buried the baton. The point of taking a dog on a walk is to make sure he gets plenty of exercise. But when he walks this way, he's only really getting half the exercise. Coming up, a kid gets glassy-eyed and the William Tooth Overture. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. For you guys, watching this show is playtime, but for the people in these clips, it's chore time. James had made up his mind. The hairball problem in his house ended today. There's a burglar in the Henry house. He didn't take any jewelry or cash, but he cleaned them out of cereal. And the authorities don't have any lead on the burglar's identity because he was masked. Maybe next time Glenda won't buy the mop made with genuine cat hair. It's time to go back to the future with life's funniest moments rewind. Ah, look at that tiny horse. Wait a minute. Does it really take 3 grown adults to handle such a tiny horse? The answer is no. It takes 4 grown adults to handle a tiny horse. Tired of being labeled the cute baby, Tyler set out to ugly himself up a bit. He wanted to be the tough baby or even the rugged baby. But he's going to have to face it. Doing stuff like this is only going to take him from cute baby to cutest baby. A full afternoon of fishing, and yet they still haven't seen the one that got away. Ah, there it is. That was no catch and all release. You know what an inner tube needs? A rear view mirror. And an airbag might be good. Patty keeps telling the kids to take care of their teeth or they'll end up like Grandpa. The problem is, they think Grandpa is hilarious. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but the problem for Mindy is it comes so gosh darn early. She wants to stay looking young, so she'll go by some other sage advice. Get plenty of rest. At rehearsal, even the slightest misstep can change the face of a play. Take these actors, for instance. Their inability to stay on their chairs has turned this production of Oklahoma into Oh-Noklahoma. Not okay. There wasn't a day that went by where Frank didn't regret not getting an apartment with more drawer space. Take one plastic rat, add it to one co-worker's drawer, and then wait. If you figured this out correctly, you should be hearing a, yep, looks like you figured this out correctly. Good planning. This guy could get lucky. His eye could puff up a little, get all purple, and make him look like a tough guy. Of course, there's still going to be this video clip floating around proving that he's not tough so much as uncoordinated. Grab your best bud and laugh at these best buds. When Pepe got his new voodoo doll, he couldn't wait to share it with Jake. Jake doesn't think voodoo exists, but somewhere there's a Dalmatian with sore ears who will tell you otherwise. These best buds are playing Find the Dog Biscuit. And Brasher finds it in Tiger's mouth again. Then it's time for a game of Connect the Fleas. When he's done, it will form a perfect replica of the Liberty Bell. It may seem tedious now, but someday when a real pig needs rescuing, all of this training by the Canine Porcine Recovery Unit will come in handy. Canine Porcine Recovery Unit. Although you wouldn't think so, the deer found that the brown stripes and the black stripes tasted exactly the same. The ears, however, yeah, were a little tangier. Coming up, a giant pancake and something to wash it down with. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. How does Frankenstein tell you he's enjoying the pool? Water. Fun. Everybody's in such a rush these days. No one just takes time to have fun. Take these guys, for instance. They couldn't just enjoy going swimming. No, they had to wash the car at the same time. Sure, it saves time, but where's the fun? Here's the reason plumbing is a profession and not a hobby. Trevor, the conservationalist dog, says, always conserve water by keeping the watering of your lawn to 10 minutes a day. Of course, he says this in dog language, so it sounds more like, but, you know, you get the point. Dad was thrifty. He would never cough up the dough to take the kids to the water park. So far as he was concerned, he had all the water park they'd ever need right there in that bucket. Check that out. They didn't even have to pay for parking. Marco had to be careful. He didn't want the cork to damage the light fixture. His little brother, however, he couldn't care less about. You can describe food as delicious, zesty, even delightful, but for me, all I care about is yummy. Young Oleg has finally graduated to the adult menu, but it seems as if the portions may be a little large. Could someone cut Oleg's meat, please? A hearty appetite is best complemented by a man-sized thirst. But at this rate, our little Oleg is going to need a baby bicarbonate. Max wouldn't dream of eating corn on the cob with his old adhesive, but thanks to new doggy dentures, he could enjoy all of his favorite foods once again. Thanks, doggy dentures. Everyone thought Farmer Bill was insane crossing a watermelon with a tuna fish. But Sparkles here thought he was genius. Coming up, a rockabye baby. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Maclovio is about to live his lifelong dream. All he needs are a drummer, a bass player, some backup singers, a manager, a rhythm guitarist, PR person, a record deal, some songs to record, roadies, and a fake ID to get him into the clubs. What he doesn't need is encouragement. It sounds like Mom's got that covered. See you next time